Hey out there on the interwebs, thanks for checking out a little bit of The Pulse. As always, Rick, Rack, and Timmy D with you. Time to talk bowl season, the most wonderful time of the year. 10 teams from the Big Ten bowling. Rack, what is the best matchup, most favorable matchup among all 10 games for the Big Ten?
Well, I'm going to stick with what I've been saying for the longest time, and I'm going Michigan State. You know, kind of like you've been on Nebraska hoops for like 5 straight weeks?
Correct.
I'm staying with Michigan State. I just love this matchup from what they did last year, obviously what they didn't do last year, and how they're going to translate that into this year. I think Mark D'Antonio has his team ready to play. They get the win over Georgia.
You talk about being ready to play. Is Michigan State come out and they're disappointed?
Absolutely not.
Are they happy to be there? You know, that's going to be my question mark is how do they look on the field? Most favorable matchup to answer your question, Ricardo, I like Michigan's matchup against Virginia Tech. Even though Virginia Tech has been there before and this is Michigan's first rodeo playing in a BCS game, I think Denard is going to run wild with the fresh legs. I think Michigan's going to look very good offensively. Defensively, made strides. Where are they going to be at that point?
First BCS appearance, of course, under Brady Hoke, and I agree with you. I think Virginia Tech's personnel, a lot like Clemson's and the Tigers, laid it on Virginia Tech twice during the season. Which is your swing game, Rack? And by swing game, I mean the game which could change this from being a good or decent bowl season for the Big Ten, please stop that with the pen, to being a great postseason for the Big Ten.
Well, I think we all agree that Michigan's got the upper hand against Virginia Tech, so I'm going to go with Wisconsin in the Rose Bowl. I think if Michigan gets the win and Wisconsin does as well, we get a shutout in the BCS bowl games, it'll be a huge success for the Big Ten Conference.
I agree with you. The BCS games, in my mind, carry the most weight nationally. Saying that, I think Ohio State going against Florida, I'm really curious to see Braxton Miller. This time off, how far has he developed as a quarterback? Here's a guy who got better each and every game.
Showed flashes of greatness this year.
I mean, how good is he going to be, him and Urban Meyer together in Columbus, hopefully for the next 3 years?
Surprisingly, that matchup is the only game involving the Big Ten on January the 2nd where neither team is ranked in the BCS. And it's Ohio State and Florida. The other 4 matchups, all 8 teams ranked among the top 25 in the BCS, and the Big Ten an underdog in all 4. Yet
wow.
I think the Big Ten leaves January 2nd with a winning record. I want to know what you guys think. Overall, 10 games, Rack, the Big Ten's final record is what?
6-4, taking a stand.
Yeah, I think 5-5.
Oh,
you got to win those swing games. I don't think Wisconsin's going to win. If they win, there goes the swing. You go to 6-4. I think a winning record is a must because last year, let's be honest, the Big Ten struggled, especially on the biggest day of the year.
That's the day.
Which is now January 2nd. It used to be January 1st.
That's the day. Can't have Wisconsin going into the Rose Bowl knowing that the rest of their conference brethren went 0-4 earlier in the day.
Like last year, yeah.
For Rack and Timmy D, I'm Rick. That's a little bit of a taste of the Pulse. Check us out, btn.com programming to find out when we will air. Again, give me back my paper.